I think it's online. I think we're working. Testing the audio. Hey, little dog. Dog's up my ass right now. Come on, get out of here. Dude, it's been too long. It's been too long. I'm also going to go into the Discord. Because why wouldn't I? It's been too long. Where's my channel? Hey, what's up? Swerve, been too long. Oh, there she is. Where in the hell is... Oh, there it is. Public chat, private chat, live recording. There we go. All right. Yeah, it's been too long. I'm waiting for my book back. It's a week late, but Nick is busy on it, and he's not feeling so hot. So I thought I'm going to start getting some more time on my hands, unless I want to take on more projects than I should. I haven't done any work on the SMP in forever. And I'm noticing there's a rekindling. It's small, but it's getting there. They're calling them Forever Worlds now. It basically just means guys aren't quitting after the first 3 months, which... I mean, I update the worlds every year. Like, Nothing saying we can't just do it this way. So I took some stuff, and I am heading to the end of the world. Not the end of the world, but like up here. I remember, so I'm looking for... Oh, there it is, the savannah, and then there's desert. And to the west of it is going to be a savannah village. And I'm going to build somewhere around there. I'm leaving all the maps behind. Leaving all the fancy buildings behind. I've got some building materials to work with here, but for the most part, I'm just going to keep it as is. Hey, Swerve, do you still do, the hell is it, Starfield? I have to ask. I've been meaning to check it out. Because I don't know, it's very hard to tell if it's any good. Because when you ask online, half the people are saying it's woke, and then half the people are saying it's the greatest thing ever. And to be fair, both sides of that argument are mostly full of people who are just giant dicks, and so I have no idea what to believe anymore. We'll have to see. Man, there's gotta be a mod where I can get rid of all of the new Minecraft music, because the new chick they had to do this for Microsoft, like, she's not bad. The music's fine, but she's no C4. You know what I mean? He just did the minimalist thing very perfectly here, and she tries too hard to make it sound like Enya. It's not working for me. Actually, that's not a bad spot. Maybe over here. Hey, you have a number 1. Oh, that's the new thing. They have this community thing they've added here where I'm not sure what the rankings are. So it's either like your first tier or your top tier. I don't know which one it is. But congrats, you're number 1. Or maybe it's just the first time you've commented in here. Okay, so that's that, and there should be a savannah village somewhere over here. So I took some stuff headed to the end of the world, exactly. You know, I've never actually built on a bad... Actually, you know what? I don't think I want to build on the Badlands. To be fair, I do like the jungle just because it has the right color of grass. Jungle... and dark forest and taiga. That bluish colored grass and the ultra green colored grass are my 2 favorites. But the crappy yellow grass doesn't work for me. What the hell is that? Alright, we got coral if we want to work with it. I gotta find it. There was a village. It's supposed to be over here. I took one glance at the map. I knew northeast or northwest. And I can't remember, maybe it was on this side of the ocean, not the back side. I guess we'll find out. About to do some illegal, oh heck no, no. In my youth, son. Actually, no, I was pretty much straight arrowed. That was the worst part. Biggest jerk on the internet. I'm probably straighter arrowed than anything. Which makes you wonder about that. I can't, like, there's this thing in America where every conservative that's online for some reason loves things like the ketamine and, well, I mean, I know for a fact a lot of them are doing blow. It's a moddable Bethesda game. It is what you make it. Okay, so it's kind of like the Minecraft of Bethesda. It's as fun as you want it to be. Because I'm not going to lie, I don't have the most Bethesda experience. I think I played Fallout 4. That's the only Bethesda game I've ever played. I look at the first ones, like 1 and 2 for Fallout, and they look like they were pretty cool. Kind of reminds me how Grand Theft Auto used to be back when it was top-down, before they switched it over to, what the hell's the stupid 3D? Okay, so this is definitely the savannah I saw. I thought there was supposed to be a village over here, though. Don't fall into lava. Hello, fellows. Ooh, and aside from that, I don't know why I never thought of this. It was like the most simplest thing ever. So you know how you take a water bottle and you push it onto a dirt block and you turn the block into mud, right? And I'm like, this is such a pain in the ass. You need this giant redstone contraption. I was watching a video a couple days ago, and the guy had the most brilliant plan that I never even thought of. If you point him in the water like that, it'll automatically do it. So all you need to do is just set a row of, like, just grab the dirt off the ground. The heck is this? Oh, they got armadillos now? Fair enough. I missed the old rule. Ooh, I missed the old rule 0. John would call the audience fat, and Ryan, you try to find a middle way. Is that what we did? Fuck, it's news to me, man. Hey, you know what? Like, I don't even mind the comings and the goings. I actually enjoy, and I think I'm the only one who does it. I'll probably do a video on this, one of these ones where I just, like, rant in the camera for 20 minutes. I don't do those very often, but, like, it had a start, and it had a stop, and everybody just kind of comes as they want to. They go if they want to. Like, there's no polish to it. I know everybody wants to be the next Joe Rogan with your fancy studio and the proper voices, but like the DIY nature of it, I don't know, it just, I appreciated it more. And then for the rest of you guys, you got to have a period where, like, some people like the MLD John stuff, some guys hated John, some guys like me, some guys don't like me, some guys think Rob is great, some guys don't like him, you know what I mean? Like, everybody has their own little thing, and it has its time and its place, and it doesn't overstay its welcome. And that constant evolution of it, it's just, I enjoy it a lot. All right, so I'm really... We got a boat here. Okay. What the hell's that? Somebody just leaves emeralds lying around? What the hell? Oh, wait, you know what? What are the odds that this place is, that this thing is empty? Have they even... Alright, taking a quick thing, because I wouldn't mind another Heart of the Sea. I don't know if I can get one. Yeah. Useless. King Rob, $5 1 cent super chat. Couchcraft, you know it, sir. You know it, you love it. What can I say? It's one of the few weekends where I have, like, or with a few Fridays where I'm, like, finished everything in a timely manner. I think this was about where I wanted to be. I can't remember. There's supposed to be a village. That's the only thing that I'm confused about here. We'll head a little south. Can't wait for Softbone, man. Dude, I can't wait for it. Nick said he wanted to take extra time on it because there was a couple issues he wanted to sort out from last time. Plus, he's feeling a little under the weather, but it's like, it's been an extra week and I'm getting all stir crazy right now. I actually wrote a short story. The Feminists of Cydonia. I don't know what to call it yet, but Winds of Cydonia. I don't know yet. But it's about a colony on Mars. It's like a sci-fi sort of Western in my style where it doesn't really do either. But, oh, I didn't even bring a bed. Fair enough. All right, see what we're working with here. Actually, you know what? The jungle area here might work. What do we got down here? Maybe. What direction am I facing? North. Random request, you should grow a beard. Nah. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with beards. So I have done, like you've seen me over the years, I've done lots of looks. Short hair, medium hair, long hair, beard, handlebar mustache, goatee, whatever. All of it. I have found, and this is like the only rule I'm making, is that you can't do long hair and a beard. It just looks too homeless. So it's got to be one or the other. And obviously right now, I think I'm growing hair. Yeah, the Manosphere came.
Well, look who finally showed up.
Hey, sir.
How's it going?
I don't know yet. With a life, it's all good. I mean, all things considered. I do still live in New Rhodesia, after all. Dude, it's bad. We already we brought in another 900,000 Indian migrants this year so far. It's like, what the hell? And they're all coming to either Toronto, Calgary, or Montreal, so it's just, yeah. And every day I'm hearing news stories about underage people getting groped. Trucker, Mr. Singh running over truckers or like organized gangs. So it's, yeah. Working on the visa. I'm hoping I don't have to escalate those plans to get out of here faster, but, you know, whatever. Other than that, it's good. Short hair, grow beard. Put this bucket on your head.
Worst case scenario.
Yeah. What the hell is that? Oh. See, I think I did a mistake now because I had a plan on where I wanted to go. I saw there was on the northwestern side of the map, there was a savanna village. And I'm pretty sure I'm lost now. And so I'm never going to find it. But I want to. You know what? I know where the savannah is. I'm just going to go back.
Where are you at right now? I'm gonna
No. Don't worry about that. The adventure is half the fun.
Okay, fine. If you really want to know, I can check.
Nah. Just wait till... what I'm looking for is the inspiration to bring me in here. Oh. But that's good, though. Yeah, I've seen some of the stuff you've been putting in here. Jesus, crazy. I think you're finally going to beat out Dave with his Tyranid as, like, the greatest build on any of the servers ever. Because his is the standard.
Yeah, I think you haven't checked out Atlantis and Barad-dûr yet?
No, Barad-dûr is south of here, quite a ways. I saw it on the map.
Yeah,
I know it's big. Because it's pretty big on the map.
Same for Atlantis, but you can only see the tops, so...
Oh, slick. What's this in chat? Two guys I work with got laid off today. Never trust corporate. Oh, yeah, dude. Of course not. Why wouldn't they lay you off? We gotta save some money. We're in a recession.
By the way, just to check, can the guys hear me?
Say something again?
Can the guys hear me?
Yeah, they should. I have desktop audio on. I found it's just easier than trying to do like the proper connection. All right, flower field. Where the hell was the flower field? I don't remember this at all. I think Savannah was this way.
There was one in the center near you. There was a flower field.
Yeah. For me, it was just the savannah. The reason I like the savannah villages is because the villagers all have those red shirts. I just think they're the cooler looking ones out of all of them. The swamp ones look horrible. Swamp people, go figure, right?
Yeah, I also found a couple of zombie villages.
Dude.
but they're way out there. Like the zombie villages are way at the end.
Yeah, I saw some markers on the thing.
I don't think I've put down the zombie villages yet. No, I haven't put them down.
Really, I saw one on at least one on the map. Man, I got a lot of
No.
nice horses too.
Oh, speaking of the horses, that apparently there's a rumor they're gonna finally officially put in the zombie horse.
There's a What the heck? So there's a zombie horse,
Yeah.
skeleton horse. Are they gonna have like a creeper horse?
No, the zombie horse has been in Minecraft for a while, but you can only. I forgot it was only in creative with an egg, or
Oh.
via a code. One of the two, but only in creative mode was it possible. They never
Fair.
officially put it. They never officially put it in for survival.
See, it's kind of funny too, because my plan on this is I realized, like, they have too much stuff now. I find it overwhelming.
You have no idea. Like,
Oh,
with the
I
recent
mean,
one-
I'm sure it's gotten even more so then. But that's the thing. So for me, what I'm going to try to do is simplify. Because I'm thinking back to like when I had the most fun with this game, and this is going to sound weird, but it was the old Xbox 360 edition. I don't know if you
Yeah, I
ever
mentioned
played
it.
that.
No, I only got into Minecraft because of you.
Aw.
So the recent ones, so like, fuck it.
Yeah, so I think back then there was a PlayStation edition, there was an Xbox edition, and there was a Pocket edition for like cell phones. So they were all different editions, and they all had different code bases, and they all would get updated on different schedules. And they had this big plan to update everything so that we can get what parity was. It was always like a few versions behind the Java version. And then I can't remember what, I think it was like 12.2. They finally changed and they just put everything, they put all of them onto the cell phone version. This is technically the cell phone version if you play it on Bedrock. Oh, somebody is here. Or somebody was here. All right, so go some distance then. I'm pretty sure it's just up here in the swamp anyway. But a lot of people just kept with the 360 edition because Bedrock was so bad. Like mob spawning, mobs didn't despawn, so every world turned into a creative world after a while, or a peaceful world, because the mobs would just sit in caves and never despawn. There was like massive game-breaking bugs for like years, and then Bedrock finally got them fixed. But by then, it's like killed a lot of their momentum, and that's why my theory is a lot of people are keep adding stuff to the game more and more to try and keep those people engaged, as opposed to just all they had to do is just like update for parity. But then again, it is Microsoft. They love to bloat.
By the way, you were near Molten's origin second base build.
Oh yeah, that's right. Molten's around this edge of the woods. Speaking of mega projects.
Well, it's been a while. He hasn't been on in a long time. It's still the same.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's like he said, he had some time off between jobs, and once he started working, he'd be working again.
Yeah, priorities.
No, that's Santiago. One of the T-Rex members. You probably don't know him because he's never on Twitter. But he's just as curmudgeon-y as the rest of us.
Plus, I have a thicker accent than Jack.
That's true. Yeah, he's actual Dutch, not this fake Dutch, like Jack. Jack's just embarrassed about being German.
Jack's a mixed breed.
Is he really?
No, I'm kidding. I don't know. The only thing I know is he's closer to the German border than I am.
Oh, yeah, then at that point, he might as well be. I had some Indian dude yelling at me on Substack today in that exact thing. I can't remember what it was. It was one of my anti-immigrant posts that I try to not do too often, but I end up doing way too much. And he started going off about it's always the mixed breeds that are so racist, and something about like the Raj of British India, and then he was mad, like, why doesn't he ever give us anything? And I was like, oh. Then he put it like tried to like, you know, the thing where they show you your work online, but they put a screenshot of it up as if it's like embarrassing or something. So I'm like, sweet, new fan. But then it was like the photo he found was the one where George Bruno had interviewed me from way back in the day. And I just started laughing. It's like, oh man.
You're saying they're acting like a teenage girl. What a surprise.
Yeah. But if you're going to try to slam me, putting a photo of George Bruno in my face, my God, man, you don't know me at all. You know me, I got nothing but patience for Georgie photos. All right, you know
Well,
what?
some learn the hard way.
Yeah, whatever. It's Substack. I'm not really as much of a prick as I am on Twitter, so. Santiago
Oh,
Schwarzenegger. X-Runner, my partner in crime. When I'm there with Canadian national xenophobic stuff, X-Runner's right behind me. Giving me a like. Alright, yeah, maybe what I'll just do is carve out a section in here. Because I got
although
very uneven terrain. What? I'm sorry, I'm listening.
no, I do have to admit, like my current one is starting to weigh on me.
Your current what?
The current build I'm doing is starting to weigh on me.
Oh, did you go too big?
Maybe not necessarily too big, but like with Baradur, I just because I mainly used Blackstone, so
Right.
from the Nether, and I
Oh,
just
dear
had to
God.
make a trade farm for it.
I was gonna say, how would you source that much? It's hard as hell to source.
Yeah, a trade farm, simply a trade farm, and then it works perfectly fine. I built a good one near my base on the Nether roof. Incredible. Had to make some adjustments to work it properly.
Right.
At least to what I wanted. But anyway, I was able to flatten the mountain using TNT tuber flying machine, going
Okay.
back and forth. So the same one you used to make an entire quarry. But with this one, I decided to hollow out the mountain because part of the build is that it's built inside of a mountain. So I decided to manually hollow it out, also to get the stone, and it's been a task.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that sounds like one of those. That sounds like a mega project. That's how people get burned out. Didn't I ever tell you about the content creator burnout, the great content creator burnout of 2022? Dark and stormy COVID night. Content
It does ring
creators
a
were
bell.
online because everybody was at home because of COVID restrictions. And this is my storytelling. And of course, everybody has to compete with everybody else. And so projects started getting bigger and bigger and more massive. And it was like, oh, how can I make a mob farm with 1,000,000 mobs a second? And then all of a sudden, a bunch of content creators with like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, even sometimes like 1,000,000, they just started dropping off. And then a couple months later, you start seeing the videos coming out. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna build giant stuff anymore because like people were getting like PTSD because they had to sit and
Yeah,
stare at a screen for like 12 hours at a time just to make enough to make rent. And I was like, oh, you poor bastards.
yeah, I do remember them, especially the shorts. You often saw time-lapse shorts
Oh,
about
dude.
those crazy builds. And also there was this guy, YouTuber, he built the entire Zelda
Yeah, later, Swerve.
map,
Uh-huh.
the entire map of Zelda from Breath
Oh,
of the
I've heard about
Wild.
this one.
It's insane. He put it up for free download. It's an insane map, man. It's bloody and crazy.
Do you know what the most insane map is? Somebody made a 1-to-1 scale of Earth. They made
Is
fucking
it,
Earth, man.
isn't it still under construction?
Yeah, of course it is, because it's Earth. It was just crazy, like 1 meter to 1 meter. They actually had to develop like proper software algorithms to help build like standard building things, or they would never finish it in time. There's like a couple hundred people building on it right now. I think they've gotten Seattle finished. They got New York half finished. It's insane.
Damn. It's
They've
like,
been
it's
using
like
satellite data for all that, and there was like some legal troubles, and I can't remember what that was about. I wish I could remember because it was just a fascinating story. I was following it for a while. Every now and every couple months they put out a new video, and I think that's like the YouTube thing, you know, where you always have to watch somebody accomplishing something. The guy mows lawns, I'll watch that. Or another guy, I'll build a Minecraft world, I'll watch that too. Anybody who has passion about anything and does it half competently, of course you got to watch it. Can't get it at home. All right.
well, in your case, you can. Your wife is more competent in drywalling than you are, so.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, dude, I fucking hate drywalling. I don't know why. One-on-one of an intelligence agency campus, I could see an issue. Yeah, that might be it. I wish I could remember. I'd have to go watch it again. Oh, speaking of which, there's the newest conspiracy, and it's one of those conspiracies that's kind of like it makes sense to me. So it's ones that I'm actually kind of leaning towards. It was the idea, because I was like confused. I don't know if you saw this, but like Carney was like, yeah, we got too many immigrants, we got to send them home. And then Keir Starmer in the UK is like, yeah, too many immigrants, we got to send them home. And I'm like, what the hell is this? How come all of a sudden everybody did it? And somebody was pointing out, it's like, isn't it funny how all of the countries with a interconnected Five Eyes intelligence agency is making the exact same political decisions at the exact same political time? And I was like, son of a bitch. We're in some Commonwealth conspiracy, damn it. And I'm thinking that one's true. I don't know.
It has always been the case, especially like with the Cold War, for example. It was
Well, it was the whole
France.
the whole reason we had Five Eyes.
Yeah, the France, America, and Britain worked together, but then the trading between France and America fell through.
Mm-hmm.
So the cooperation stopped there, and then they started their own. They went more independent, started their own missions. But their agents were CIA trained.
Wasn't it OSS back then?
I can't remember.
Oh, one sec. Mr. Brian Stone, big fan. You are neglecting the physical pillar of frame. Maybe one, maybe less of a bag of Cheetos a day, sir. What the fuck? You don't come into people's channels talking like that shit.
Besides, it's the camera. It adds 10 pounds.
I don't even care about that. It's just like... It's not how you... Hi, nice to meet you. Little fucker. Hurting my goddamn feelings. If anything, you want to really... If you want to, like, fucking critique on something, it's this cheap-ass Hawaiian shirt that I'm wearing today.
Don't worry, man. Ryan does it in waves. Right now, he's binge eating as a writer.
Oh, I already nuked him from the thing. I don't give a shit.
He's being R.R. Martin.
Actually, I am due for a cut right now, so it's going to be actually kind of fun. Been busy as hell, though. A lot of traveling. Vegas was nice. There's the village. I knew I'd find it eventually.
And probably some family as well.
Yeah, nothing would make me happier right now if we can get the visa thing to go through. Like the suburbs of Nevada. Once you get out of the strip and downtown, it reminds me of like Sydney, the Sydney suburbs in Australia. It's like, holy jeez, and everybody there is just chill and relaxed. Like it's very casual, not nearly as hot as I thought it would be for being in the desert.
It kind of depends, doesn't it? What time of the year you're at and stuff like that.
I mean, I was there in like April, which I guess is spring, and I get it. I get summer's going to get hotter, but keep in mind, like I've spent summers in like the interior in BC when they hit like 35, 40 degrees. So.
Oh yeah, my girlfriend is Dominican, and god damn it, man! Like winter is already 25, 30 degrees, and then summer is like 40 degrees. Like, oh no, never gonna visit that one. Forget it.
Yeah, it's hot enough where you have to acclimatize yourself first.
Yeah, but it's in the middle of the Caribbean Ocean, so Caribbean Sea, so it's humid as well. It's like, god damn it.
Yeah. Well, I just remember when I was deployed, went down around that area, and it was hot as hell, but because we were sailing, it took longer, and then after like the month, we got acclimatized to where like 40 degrees actually felt livable.
Well, and there's also the difference between 40 degrees and humid, or 40 degrees and it's dry heat.
Well, I mean, it was San Juan, it was Puerto Rico, it was the same humid heat. It's just... It's the reason why the Army guys, when they first deploy and they fly down, they're supposed to spend like a week acclimatizing to the desert weather before they were in there. Where the Navy guys, it's our deployment into the box, kind of did that work for us. Because if you don't get adjusted to the heat, you end up just passing out after your first couple patrols. All right.
Yeah, isn't that also the reason why they have like agreements between certain countries that they have a base there, like
Camp Mirage?
Yeah, or for the longest time for the French, it was Djibouti. They had an agreement with Djibouti and had their base there for desert training.
Yeah, I mean, they still do. I think it's technically still a French colony because they had a NATO station in there. We communicated with them a bunch when we were in the area.
Yeah, no, they retreated. The base has been officially dissolved, I think.
Tisk tisk. French can't do anything right, damn it.
When was it? Like the second half of the 2010s, I think, 2016, something like that. It's officially on the Foreign Legion page visible.
What are you doing looking at the Foreign Legion recruiting page? Is something you want to tell us, sir? You're done with this shit?
No, regret
Oh, that you didn't join?
that I couldn't. Yeah, I
Of course,
tried,
like you
but,
couldn't. I was like, you must be able to. I thought that was the only thing is they don't want to hear it. As long as you can learn French and speak it and get through
yeah,
training, you're
no
in.
medical reasons.
Really?
My arthritis was already in effect. It's one of the few things that I don't allow you to join. I had arthritis in the lower back, so it's fucked. Nope.
Interesting. I didn't know that they had, and I don't mean to make this sound insensitive because it's not like I didn't know they had standards. It was just I thought it was just the, I don't care if you murdered somebody, just get in there.
No. That shit has already been changed, man. Like it became like when you're on the wanted list by Interpol, when you've committed murder or various other heinous crimes like rape and stuff. Those are no longer allowed.
That's
It's been a
BS.
while,
That
like
was the whole point of the French Foreign Legion is that the worst case scenario, no matter
It's
what
just
happens,
all-
you just sign in there and you get a new life as long as you live, as long as you survive.
No, it's even the Friends for a Legion has been pussified to an extent. Mainly because of social media and shit like that. Once that shit started, it went downhill. From what I've read and heard.
I hope it's not a
No.
case of like dudes from the French Foreign Legion in social media like groping a girl or something.
Well, Ryan, don't forget when you have arthritis in your lower back, you can't even run for longer than 5 minutes without being in agonizing pain. So
Yeah, I can see that. Fellow Snap City recruit checking in. I didn't have arthritis in the back, but the discs were definitely close to a, what do they call it? It's not a slipped disc, it's the irritation. So if I kept it up, I would have had a slipped disc.
disc bulging.
So yeah, something like that. It's been a while. And to be fair, most of the medical doctors I had in the military were horrible at diagnoses. The ones that I had posterior shin splints, and every time I've mentioned that to, everybody just laughs. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, it's like shin splints, but on the other side, everybody's like, I think your doc's an idiot. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Wasn't that one of the reasons why Snowden was discharged from the military?
Oh, I couldn't even tell you. I wish I followed his story more, but I was more so interested in like the actual projects he was exposing.
Oh yeah. You conspiracy fanatic. God damn it.
Well, not a fanatic. I used to think I was a fanatic, and then I met those fanatics, and I was like, Jesus, I'm just a casual. You know? Jet fuel didn't melt steel beams, and I was happy with that. But then everybody's like, yeah, the Jewish cabal of like, I'm like, what the fuck?
You're an enthusiast.
Yeah.
Like
It's a
what was
hobby.
the scene from National Treasure, the first one with
Nicolas Cage.
yeah. What's a standard lower than somebody who is obsessed? They're passionate.
Dude, I don't know what it is, man. When I do these in the middle of the day, like I usually do these early in the morning, or I'll do like videos. Actually, it's almost always early in the morning when I'm live streaming. But I hit the afternoons, you get some fucking weirdos in chat.
Well, here
Like
it's
you
nice.
regulars are fine. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the other guys. All right, where do I?
In Europe, it's night, so yeah. Well, most of the time you have people in higher or in more leisure positions who can watch a live stream during their work or in a private setting.
Fair enough.
Right now,
Well,
you're getting the ones who are simply trying to unwind, probably.
That's a weird way to unwind. I wouldn't have spent it here. But wait, you fill your boots, fellas.
Well, don't you remember when it used to be like you had to control yourself on the job? You were frustrated, but you control yourself in a more public setting. But then once you are home or in a more private environment, like a party setting, being anonymous, you just cut loose.
Yeah, I'm kind of different that way. I've really been the same guy in both. I never really had to restrain myself. Because even when I was working corporate, for the most part, everybody was like, oh, he's a sailor, so I tended to get a lot more leeway with cussing and stuff like that and how I would talk. And in the military, nobody cared.
But yeah, just the one with the leeway I get, like I mentioned it before, like
Yeah.
our humor, my humor, and that of a colleague of mine, we're from the same area, and people look at us weird until
Ugh.
they know we're
Yeah.
from that area, and then it's oh, they're from there. Oh, it's normal.
Those oopern slippin' pricks. Damn it.
Something like that.
Crom, sir, it's good to see you. Besides, though, I'm like ahead on Orion videos. I've got Star Chaser is done for Sunday, and then next week it's going to be what is it? I got Aliens, and I can't remember what the second one I picked was. I think it's another anime. Oh yeah, Ninja Scroll, and Aliens.
What is it with you and sequels?
I go
Like
through
kinda-
phases. Like I have my list, and then sometimes I'll see a theme that kind of kicks on me, and so I start using it more. So with the sequels, it was because Highlander 2 got me on it. Ones where movies kind of disregard the source material and just start with something new.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. You have Highlander 2, and now it's Aliens. You immediately skip to the second one. You skip you immediately go to the second one. You skip the first one. It's like,
Yeah.
huh.
Just seem to make it's kind of like and I'll always go through some phases. Like I had the one where it was Sniper, and then the Substitute right after. It was the Tom Berenger phase. It's just sometimes when there's like multiple things I want to approach, I try to keep one main difference per video. But like with the Tom Berenger ones, I like the idea of like the melodramas with enough like masculinity thrown into there to kind of keep it enjoyable without making it look like some soft weesh bullshit.
But then you say you went for the duos, like you went for pairs, like you stuck to the same thing, like with the espionage. You did 2 movies regarding espionage,
Yeah.
2 movies regarding anime, and then you always in pairs, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, pairs. I don't know. I might do trios. But most of the time, if I want to say something, I can get it in 2 videos. So I think it's pairs. Plus, I also try to not pick the videos that are too popular. Like, what was the one? Everybody wants me to do the one, but I'm just like, it's one of those ones that everybody has a video on, like Stanley Kubrick. I'm like, I'm not going to do a Kubrick film. There's an entire niche on YouTube of people talking autistically detailed about Stanley Kubrick films. I'm not going to join that discourse.
Yeah, especially when it was 2008-9 when The Dark Knight came out, and the story about Heath Ledger. For his research, he kept watching and rewatching Clockwork Orange.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, was one of the stories. Especially when after his overdose of sleeping medication.
Oh yeah, that I remember. What? How do I pay the bills? Oh, dude, it's easy. Gainful employment. I don't just do YouTube. I got YouTube. I've got books. I've got audiobooks. I've got 3 channels. Just do a lot of things. Do it well. Do it prolifically. It's like everything. How do you make enough to replace your corporate job? I don't know, $1 at a time. Technically, I'm earning more now than I did then.
Can
So if you
still
really
argue that they have 3 channels? Yeah, officially they still exist, but it's more like 2 right now, isn't it?
Well, I'm focused on the 2, but Digital Ryan's right there. All I have to do is throw out another video. It still makes money. It still does. It's got its residuals. I mean, technically, if I wasn't writing a book while doing the Substack, I'd have time to run all 3 channels, but we'll see. If one of them gets to enough of a size where I can just start outsourcing a lot of the work, I can probably keep up the work on all 3 of them. I think maybe I'll build here. This looks like a nice spot.
I'm surprised Digital Ryan still pulls in something.
Yeah. I mean, YouTube's the worst when it comes to all the different sources of things I do. Out of all of them, YouTube is the worst. Amazon KDP is absolutely the best. Kindle. ACX is second. Substack's actually really good. I'm surprised. But yeah. It's ever since YouTube hired that new CEO, which I'm not going to mention what...
No need.
Yeah.
Everybody already knows.
I'm just saying, he signed on, and then all of a sudden the place turned sloppy and scammy, and everything got worse, and I'm just going, like, do I have to pull a noticing here?
Can you get more cliches like, oh, dude.
I know. Ooh. All right.
God damn it.
Here.
By the way, I couldn't help myself. I hope you liked the joke.
What'd you do? What did you
At your,
do?
at your base, I couldn't help myself.
Oh, the 9/11 joke.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. I liked it. I
also
actually didn't
took,
think
like,
anybody was gonna put a plane in there.
I was like, ah, fuck it, I have to do it. And also took a World War II plane. Just to add something to it. It's like, let's take a World War II
See, that's
plane.
what I like. You gotta add your own. You gotta add your own flair to it.
Yeah, but also didn't want to go too big. Like, you can find schematics for doing like a Boeing and everything. I'm like, yeah, no.
Oh, I guess that makes
not
sense.
gonna-
I even thought about that. They probably have a lot of schematic files out there for the downloading.
Oh, dude, Planet Minecraft is loaded with them. Loaded.
I should look into it. I don't, because, like, a part of me
Yep.
likes
And not
figuring it
even
out
a
for
s-
myself, but it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, not even like just schematics. Like, you can make your own and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
download the world. There are plenty of full world downloads available, and some are just bloody hell crazy.
Okay.
Like the one I used for the Atlantis build, the Atlantis ice track. That is a world full with ice tracks, different types of ice track, like over 40, 50 different types of ice track. Insane.
I'll bet. Oh, there we go. So I do have a plan. I'm actually going to stick to a fairly simple palette. There it is. Cobbled deep slate. Keep these. Cobbled deep slate. And mud. Oops. For the black stuff. And then for the brown, I'm going to use oak, jungle, and... What the hell is those stupid swamp trees called? Those ones. Keep a simple color palette and then green for like vine edges and stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
you're looking for
exhausted.
the mangrove trees.
That's the tree. See, you know me. I need some stone. I brought stone. I know I brought stone.
I have a shit ton of them. I'm not gonna run out anytime soon.
Oh, I'd imagine. I know there's tons back home. I just didn't bring it with me, I guess. Oh, I guess I didn't. Not even a stack. Dude, I'm stupid. Alright, that's fine. We'll make it work. Oh, wait. I only need it because of the stone cutter. I've already got a stone cutter, though. Yeah. So I guess where to start? Oh, slick. Lightning. I think what I'll start with is covering over that.
Yeah, you don't need to worry. You probably already noticed, but I've put on the mob switch. So aside from skeleton horse trap,
Yeah.
there won't be any spawning happening.
Well, that's no fun. Oh, never mind. The fun is here.
Skeleton horses?
No. Whatchamacallums. There we go. Taking in the Minecraft expression and actually doing it. Nice try, sir.
Ah, yeah, phantoms.
It happens. Alright. So what I need is... We'll see, I'm going for another half hour and then I'm going to stop, have dinner with the old lady, and... The weekend's coming up, so I gotta prep for the show.
This one was a cookie.
Where is... There it is.
So is the book right now? It's finished, or are you still doing something?
I think it's finished. I mean, it's in Nick's hands right now. He's doing the edits on the final manuscript, and then when I get it back, usually if there's something that's like severely deficient, he'll tell me, it's like, yeah, you got to fix this part. Like, this is missing, or needs something here. But that'll usually be just rather like modest changes. Like, there's this one piece, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet, where I was thinking, like, hey, I could put a Fever Dream piece in here, and I'm not sure if I'm going to yet or if it needs it, so he's going to let me know. But yeah, generally, though, it'll be done, and then just do the desktop publishing, My girl likes to read it now. She likes to read my books now, and then she'll let me know if she finds any other like errors in there. She's actually pretty good about not injecting what she thinks about it. Because yeah, with Dog Walker, she had some problems with some parts. I didn't do that. I'm like, yeah, it's a fiction book. I took what we did and I made it into fiction. It's like, oh yeah, who was this? I'm like, oh, nobody. I just made it up. Or whatever. Other than those little conversations.
She can't help but project. Oh, so funny. They just can't help themselves.
Yeah. All right, so if I do this right, it'll be... like so.
So what's the plan right now? You probably mentioned in the beginning of the stream, but
oh, I have no plan. I'm going off of vibes. For this, I'm going to I don't know. I saw this cave entrance and I was like, you know, it'd be great. I'll put like an arch in here. And then again, I've been seeing a bunch of people. You know what I might do actually? There's been a bunch of people doing like showing how I've never known how a lava cast it worked before, and so I finally looked into it. Lava cast.
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah, I saw them, but I didn't know exactly how they were built, and somebody finally showed, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's actually that's not difficult.
No, they're just there are a bunch of shorts about it, or clips.
Yeah. And then I just realized too, I don't have any water. Oh wait, there's some down below. Somewhere.
Have you ever been on those servers where they're divided into parcels, like land spaces, where everybody has their little corner?
Oh no, I actually haven't. This is the first server I've ever been on, if you can believe that. I've seen them. And I know some of the other ones, like, what do they call it? Damn it, all the hell. I'm drawing a blank at the stupid name. Well, whatever. But yeah, I've seen them.
Those are also very useful. Like one of the quote-unquote statues I've built is from one of those servers. There was a bit of a pain in the ass to get there. But once you learn about it, plots, that was what it was called. They were divided in several plots. I know the guys built some insane shit there. And it's all a mishmash. It isn't themed or anything. It's just, this plot is yours, do whatever what you want.
Yeah, that's like a 2012 thing. I kind of liked it where it was all just like your grandmother's kitchen of variety.
That's basically
so we got
what
that
it is.
one there, and then we'll put one... Where's the other side of it?
There was one even that has a bit of like a cyberpunk theme to it, in the sense that it's all gobbled together and mismatched into one giant ass city.
Huh.
It's in like Star Wars or cyberpunk themed video games or movies or whatever.
That would be kind of neat. Do I want... I don't know how deep I'm supposed to make this one go. Oh, it still goes a few more blocks. All right, fair enough.
But it does get a bit tricky because you get teleported with command blocks, and sometimes you need to look a bit. It's like, how do I get back to the main square? Some do it right, with others it's just, yeah, you need to start all over again.
I suppose it's one of those things I could do one of these days, was just try a server. For me, I just kind of enjoyed having it as like just a little personal project one. But it's one of the aspects I haven't done, or any of the ones that have the fighting on them either. I haven't actually played much with those. Like, I can't remember what the names of them are.
Oh yeah, but they actually do wars and like
Yeah.
competitions with teams, and then you have to destroy the other one. Oh boy, it's insane, those ones. It's really competitive. It's like,
And where they still stick on the 12.2, like the pre-combat updates, so they can just keep spamming the hit button. Built a huge brick pyramid by hand back in the alpha days before building programs in creative mode were a thing. You had to modify saves to give you materials. Oh, dear God, man. You're talking like the alpha builds. All right, so if I want to do this, that's crazy. I couldn't. I couldn't.
Oh,
Actually, I guess I
reminds
did.
me. Because it starts mentioning it at the program. There's a new Minecraft-like game in the sense that they use the same
Vectors?
voxel builds.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they use voxel. It's like, but it's more detailed. Like the chunks are far less smaller, so they can put more detail into it.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about. What the fuck was it called again? Starts with a V. Yeah, I know the one. I've just seen a thing on it too. There's that one, and then there's one I downloaded that's in their alpha stage that I've been kind of following too. They seemed kind of neat. I was curious where they were going, but for the life of me, I cannot remember the name of either one of them right now. Vantage Story? Something like a Vintage Story, I think, wasn't it?
I can't remember. I just saw it in passing, and I didn't know the name. But it seems to be an uprising right now. The new hotness that did its full release. It was in pre-release,
damn it.
not pre-release. What's it called again? When
Alpha?
they do no, not an alpha, not a beta. Like when they do kind of a release, but they're still working on it, and you have version 0 points something.
Isn't that an alpha? An alpha version of something?
Come on, like, oh fucking hell, what's it called again?
All right, well, you got me then. That's the only one I know. Like beta testing?
No,
Yeah, as far as I know,
man.
it was an alpha release when it's in an unfinished state, and then a beta release when it's in a finished state. Beyond that, though, I'm kind of...
no, it's something similar to crowdsourcing, you could say, but they have already a partially finished game. Parallel was like this, Feed Rising was like this, and then they did a full release, the 1 point some
Okay.
X. But before that, it was already released, but they were still working on it, and they were using the people who already bought it in an unfinished state to fund the project. Come on.
And you're sure
Come
that's
on,
not an
Mr.
alpha release? Because that's exactly what it sounds like, or beta testing.
It's something what's probably all similar to it.
Anyways,
Early access. Thank you guys. Early
Oh.
access. That's what it was called. And it's like Skyrim is the new hotness. It's based on Arthurian legend.
Fair.
Tainted Grail. It's called Tainted Grail: The Fall of Avalon. They made it another RPG, but it's double A, and it seems the new hotness, and everybody seems to be, very happy, raving reviews,
Fair enough.
and not by the magazines, but by actual players. So
What we got here? Oh, it's Silk Touch. That's fine. We got some extra ones here.
but I don't think it's for you. It might be something for Swerve. Like you never played something like Skyrim or Oblivion, right?
I've actually never played either one of them. The last time I played a Dungeons and Dragons game, it was Dark Queen of Krynn, which everybody's like,
Never
what?
heard of it.
Oh, it was the
Indeed.
old
Yeah.
SSL games from like the 1990s. DOS, 4GW, all that stuff. You know the ones.
Holy shit, man!
Dude, I grabbed it off of Good Old Games, and I was like, holy crap! I forgot how like not only unintuitive but like just painful. Like it punished you in the UI. Oh, you like this game? Well, let's see if you'd like fighting through this menu. You're like, son of a bitch.
No, wasn't it made for joysticks? For sticks?
No. It's like the isometric view going through. It kind of looks like XCOM a bit, but it's like turn-based. It's click and shoot and a lot of command line stuff.
Dude, you sound tired. The dog has been keeping you up.
Everything's keeping me up. I don't know what it is, too. I'm like getting decent sleeps, but it's just... I think what it is because when I'm up, we've been workaholics for like the last couple months, and things have gotten extremely busy around here for both of us, so it's just...
A bit of a burnout, let's say.
It's not even that. Like, I'm not burned out. It's just, physically, I just need another nap.
Well, not burned out, but
You get what you're saying.
You know
I
what
get what you're saying. All right, so let's...
if you were actually burned out, you wouldn't be doing this at all.
To be fair, I would. I just wouldn't be doing it online. I find this part relaxing. Because there's nothing... It's just kind of like what's right in front of you. Keep simple problems.
I was surprised. Like, you haven't done it often that you started late. It only happened a couple times. Or like, huh? You started at 10 in the evenings. Like, what? For me. For you, it's
Oh
like
yeah,
afternoon.
yeah, it'd be like 10 in the morning here. All right.
That's your normal time. And right now, you're doing it in the evening again.
That's. I mean, at this point, it's kind of. I'm not really picturing any on-brand stuff. This is a very casual one. Like, I'm not dressing any red pill stuff. I'm not talking about videos. I'm just. It's kind of like that one where I just edited the book cover on you guys, and it was like I called it the most boring stream ever because it was. But some of you guys still stuck around, so kudos for that.
Or is it more like an escape? Like when you were on a couple of days ago, it was like, huh, he's on. Well, what do you know?
Yeah. I didn't actually, like, I gave 0 heads up or notice on it, so I didn't expect anybody to even show up. But, thanks for showing up.
I'm always on, man. Like, when I'm done with work, it's the only thing I'm doing right now. I just don't care for anything right now. I'm done. I'm burned out at work as well. It's been too many long days, too many difficult problems to solve, and I won't want. And I'm just dead at home. I'm like, nope, not gonna do jack all.
It's good, man. It's the way it should be. All right, so let's.
Well, you have to, otherwise you just burn out. It's like, god damn it.
Oh yeah, I've been there. I understand.
Unless it's with a girlfriend and it's fun time.
I was gonna say she burns you out even more. At least me.
Oh man, a couple of weeks ago, holy hell. She was tipsy, a bit more than tipsy.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I was getting violated, but it was fun. It was.
I don't need to hear all that. I don't need to hear about her pegging you.
Oh, dude, not in that way. God damn it.
Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't realize you were like safe horny on this one. You weren't going full like.
No,
what's the guy? Greenwald? That's the new one. Have you seen that? Greenwald, where he
No. What I mean was I was basically a dealer to her. I was just.
Oh, you were just being
humped.
used. Sir, this is a
like,
family-friendly game. What are you doing?
Dude, it's still up. You're still in the mood. I'm like, no, I need at least 50 minutes to half an hour. No, come here.
Oh yeah, the
And it's
refractory
like,
period.
Oh, woman, I need peace. It's still up. You don't need peace. It's like, god damn it, let me alone.
Well, thank you for telling me.
It's like I'm going into detail.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's
I
good.
should have heard back when Dante's server was on, and sometimes Bull Rush. Oh, Bull Rush would go way over the top.
Oh, dude, Bull, of course.
God damn it, man.
I almost want to give him a pass for being an MP. He's that cool. Nah, I'm not gonna give him a pass. Fucking MPs.
How are the MPs in Canada?
They're there's the siren call of I used to be infantry. Don't fuck with me. You're like, oh Jesus Christ, man. You'd have people would be arguing outside the bar. They'd send 8 cars, all car alert. It's just like a bunch of guys who are just desperate to like, this is my chance. I get to finally crack some heads. You're just like, slow down, man. It's a speeding ticket.
No,
What do I care if you used to be infantry? You caught me speeding.
The guys who have really been there, they don't do that. They don't need to do that. They don't want to do it. They're like, no, I've done it enough as a job. I want peace and quiet. Just move along.
Yeah.
Even with the cops, like the guys who were in the special divisions, like SWAT or whatever.
Right.
Even those guys.
You guys had like military SWAT, or I guess we called them rapid response, but
no, I don't know what it's called here to be honest. But it's one of the guys who cleans up cells, and high criminal activities. The guys who get put into those positions to clean up those messes.
Oh. See, that's funny.
Yeah.
For us, we had a couple of guys, MPs, who were doing that job, but it was actually, so for cells and that, if you had a NavCom or a NESOP or a sonar op or whatever, that department would volunteer a person to augment guard duty. So it was like another factor that you wanted, like, do I want to charge this guy? Do I want to put him in cells? It was like a last resort, unless we had to. Because now you're down 2 people in your department. The one that has to go be his guard, and then the one that has, and that Dude, everybody hated that. I hated. They almost got me on that once when they tried putting a navcom in there, and they're like, "You're pretty good at this." I'm like, "Nope."
But you're talking military. I'm talking police in this case.
Yeah.
This guy, big, huge ass dude, six, what it like over 2 meters, 2 meters 10,
Yeah.
and a bulky guy. But he was a friendly giant. Because the guy has restraint and he has to do it for his job to show restraint and only act when necessary.
Right.
But when it comes time to act, you just piss your pants, man. You don't want to piss him off. He just
Well,
puts you against the wall, lifts you up, and you feel like a fly
child.
being swatted. A fly being swatted.
oh, that's not
You
good.
don't want to piss off these guys, and they don't. They are calm until they really have to be.
Yeah.
Then they come out.
I used to think that was because big guys were cocky, and then I realized it's because big guys always have like their knees and their all the joints really suck. So when some little guy kicks you in the shins, it's like, dude, this is gonna cause me pain in my 30s. I don't want that.
Not only that, they know, especially the trained ones, they know they have the force.
Yeah.
And if they're not careful enough, they're gonna have the legal consequences when it's outside of their job, and they don't have permission to act.
Also
And they
true.
want to avoid it. They want to avoid it, otherwise it's gonna be a hassle to deal with the bureaucracy and all the
Well,
legal.
yeah, if you go to jail if
ramifications.
you assault people, that's for sure. Oops. All right. Actually, I'm getting kind of hungry now. I might end the stream a little earlier. Gee, I saw your thing. Do you also play Street Fighter 6? I don't. I should. Because Tekken is just ridiculous. Like, they're starting to improve it, but at the same time, it's like... They just put Fakum Ram in there, so I don't think it's going to get better. But I don't know. Street Fighter, it moves too fast for me. It's too reactions based, and I'm never going to beat the Koreans in reactions. Like with 4-frame jabs and stuff like that, it's like I can't compete. Jesus. I can't compete with that. Forced mix up 50-50s. I don't know. I just liked Tekken because it was more like chess and less like... There, was that so goddamn hard? And less like fast twitch. That makes sense.
You like it. You like it. Oh, god damn it. I'm tired of myself. You like it to make. Oh, god damn it. You like it to
Holy
make
Jesus.
Oh, yeah, I'm tired of myself, man. You like complicated things. You like it. Yeah, you like it to make it. Oh, god. Never mind. You like it
Yeah,
to make
I think I understand what
difficult.
you're saying. Yeah, I don't mind.
You like to make it needlessly difficult. Oh,
I like
god
them
damn
when
it.
they're more strategic than just twitchy. If that was what you were trying to say, yes. If that's
No,
not
you
what you're
like
trying
it
to say,
need-
then never mind.
You like it needlessly difficult. Oh.
Well, not needlessly. Like, there's a pattern, there's a system. Things have a... Like, it's not... To be fair, I kind of learned over the time, because now that I was using Yoshimitsu, and before I was using Lei, which are like the two complex characters, they're complicated, but their trade-off is usually that they're very easy to counter if you know what they're doing. And so it just trains a different skill set instead of playing to frames or playing with like setups. You play against people. You have to fuck with their psychology, because like Yoshi has a bunch of moves that are like a third of a second or really slow, but it's unblockable. So you have to like condition your opponent to not hit a button for a half a second, which in a fighting game is eternity. So you're playing more of a psychological game as opposed to, you know, the other one where you set it up where the frame's in your advantage so they can't counter you, and that makes sense.
I just see it as your form of tism.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't want to
Ryan
get
has-
bored when I'm doing stuff.
Ryan has a special tism form.
I refuse to acknowledge autism as a real thing, by the way. I still consider it to be a fake diagnosis. Just obsessive people.
Currently, I would agree with you, but there are... If you have met the genuine kind, then you realize they have different wiring.
Yeah, like, I get it. Like, The Accountant, like that show where the guy's like the loud music and fucking starts screaming if you touch his head. Like, I get those ones. I think that's something different, though. I know they originally called it autism, and then all of a sudden autism meant everything. So autism kind of lost its meaning. I think they do need to reclassify the non-functional types, which I'm pretty sure are pretty rare anyway. It's not like they're everywhere. It's kind of like a Down syndrome kid or anything. You don't see them everywhere.
Yeah, it became a cluster, a collection.
Yeah. I mean, that one's simple. I'm probably going to add more to it, but it's a nice start. And so that's
The
kind of the
art.
color palette I'm going to stick with. The grays, the dark grays from Deep Slate, and then the pinkish colored woods. I got to get some more of the mangroves, though. I thought I had some, but I guess not. And I'm just keep it to a simple palette like that. And then with the moss blocks on top, maybe some tuft. I think that should be good. Oh, I forgot to put
Oh,
mud in there. That's why.
yeah, speaking of your earlier thing about Windows, Microsoft want to make it needlessly complicated or
Yeah, yeah.
stuffed.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, the previous update was all cosmetic, like different colors of chicken, different colors of pigs, and a couple of other things. You know,
Oh,
more than
yeah. It's such
cosmetic
like a
stuff.
non-update. I hate that stuff. Because what it used to do is when they would have new blocks, they would have different properties on it. It was neat. Like, what are the different properties I'm thinking of right now? Because, like, you got solid blocks, yeah. But then some blocks are transparent and redstone doesn't work on them. Some other blocks are transparent and redstone does work on them. When they added the targeting block was one that redstone works on and entities work on. Like, everything had a different quality, something that was completely unique. And then the complexity of interact, but just making 17 colors of wood doesn't do anybody any favors.
Well, some do like the texture and change of palette.
Yeah, I mean that's fine, but like if that's all there is, then that's just creative mode gobbledygook,
No, and I
in
do
my opinion.
remember you saying, at a certain point, I do remember you saying you wanted them to do something more with the tough block because you like the texture and the
Yeah, and
color
they
scheme
did, and
or something.
it's not bad. I don't know if it's
And
my
also this,
favorite, but it's good.
and also in this version, a lot of people were happy that they added the light bulb, the copper light bulb.
Oh yeah, I saw
Because
those. I mean, I guess it's
they
good to
didn't
have. I'd have
right
to go
now.
through block by block to have an opinion, though. To be fair.
Well, the reason is because now they don't need to build an entire contraption to work as a flip flop, but
Yeah.
the light bulb in itself is a flip flop right now.
See,
So a lot
that's
of the guys were
annoying.
happy with
That
that.
was my favorite part is having to know all the different type of electrical circuits. Kids were learning like electric engineering through Minecraft from all that stuff, having to build like on-off circuits, XORs or XORs. What do they call them? XOR? Or is it just XOR?
Depends.
All the different
They're
logic
both.
gates.
Yeah, dude, they're fast right now. A colleague of mine mentioned that is one of his kids who is 12 and still in elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
They are already learning about AI. They're already getting classes on AI in school. It's like, what the hell?
That was quick. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna go, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. We're gonna do Rule Zero. I'm probably gonna do a double header episode again. So an hour with Rule Zero and then an hour on Orion. For the topic, I think I'm gonna touch on what I was touching on the Substack. So if you haven't been on the Substack, you're gonna come in. You're completely new. If you have been on there, you'll have an idea where I'm going with it anyway. And I'll catch you guys later. And yeah, yeah, Troy's still doing his thing. Although I think he and Pearl are doing some stuff together. So I don't know.
Don't you regret
Anyways.
mourning, by the way?